Okay, my headphones were tangled up, by the way, so that should be fixed now. Anyways, yes, I was all the way back at this area right here. I was not that far, but I was over here, and I just see him in the boat. He's near me now, but he was in the waters. I was like, I know where he's at.
Slowly moving away. Slowly moving. Well, jump aboard.
Oh, I literally jumped. Alright, let's.
Oh, dude, I gotta tell you this. Atlanta Comic Con just got so much better. You're not gonna believe who's gonna be there now.
Oh, Comic Con's a little event that you can go to meet these creators.
Exactly, and all kinds of our celebrities. And the one that I'm looking forward to meeting is the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Ric
You know,
Flair,
the man
actually.
The man that had 16 world championships, and not talking about someone else, John Cena. Oh God, I don't know what that was. Something was in my throat there.
Yeah, probably see that coming.
I'm gonna be honest, John Cena ain't the real GOAT. R-Truth is the real GOAT. He's won 47 world titles.
R-Truth, speaking the truth.
Oh yeah, you know I'm the music singer Jelly Roll by chance?
Yeah, actually, no, I've heard of him. I've definitely heard songs from Jelly Roll.
Oh dude,
He was
like,
on Lil
he's
Wayne's
actually
recent
gonna
album.
be...
One of the only few good songs from Lil Wayne was with the Jelly Roll feature from Carter 6. You have Jelly Roll on the hook of Sharks. Pretty solid
yeah?
song. Oh, I gotta tell you about some of the artists I grew up listening to just for the fun.
Oh dude, I gotta tell you this. Hang on. Jelly Roll is actually gonna be having a WWE match.
Wait, what? An actual
Yeah,
match?
Jelly Roll is gonna be in Nashville tomorrow night for SmackDown, and he's gonna be announcing
night,
his
by the way.
match.
It's crazy because I just want to side note. SmackDown was on Friday nights now. It used to be Tuesday. It used to be
is
Monday
on.
Night Raw and then Tuesday Night Raw.
I mean, it's recorded on Tuesday nights.
But it's scheduled for and it's basically pre-recorded, essentially.
There it is.
All right.
And sometimes they do double takes. If you don't know what a double take is, it's basically they're filming in the same exact location as Monday Night Raw, but with the Friday Night SmackDown roster.
Yeah, they basically just changed it up to like the people who are the fighters in the SmackDown segment, because they're all from
yeah.
multiple reigns. Since I used to like. It's been a while since I had my WWE knowledge. It's been a while. I mean, sure, within a few couple years, I did watch like the major events. But there's a time where me and my brother were really watching WWE consistently. So, which one do you prefer? Which one do you think has like the top tier like fighters overall in general that you've always kept up with the
Like
most?
between Raw and
or
SmackDown?
Yes, sir.
I mean, Raw has got Sami Zayn, Vince Uso, and Penta. My dad, like, he freaking loves Penta. Penta is one of his favorite WWE wrestlers now. But SmackDown has got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, Georgia Boy. Then you've got Randy Orton. And then you've got John Cena. Who we all hate. Everyone hates John Cena now since he turned heel.
Dude, I don't know what happened. Like, John Cena, there was literally a video I watched back in February where like John Cena was respected because of in the opposite was liked for the reasons that The Rock was hated, and because The Rock was literally the walking billboard, and literally like more people respected John and they had their own beef to now literally being what The Rock was is what John Cena has become. He's become his nemesis.
Oh yeah.
At this point.
Oh yeah. I was like, here's what I think. Like, this year's WrestleMania was complete trash. I mean, Night 2 was the worst because it was not as good as WrestleMania 40. Because, like, WrestleMania 40, you had The Rock, John Cena, Undertaker. Like, you had all of that. And you think WWE would just be like, okay, we need to make this one better. What can we do? How about we just have Travis Scott show up? Just Travis Scott. Nobody else, just Travis Scott. one of the most controversial artists of all time.
I mean, understandable. A lot of people find different
Like-
artists controversial. For me, controversial artists. We all know Kanye West is like I think the most controversial
Very
artist
true,
that I know.
Kanye.
I mean, not counting
Oh, yeah, how
Diddy,
you
actual artists that I know glowing up. I'm about to glow up. Oh,
Glowing up.
wrong time to be saying that.
Be like freaking Naomi. Be Naomi. Glow up.
But yeah, I would say another for me a controversial artist. We all know the Drake and Kendrick beef, right? Like that happened last year, which was crazy.
Oh yeah. So
But
we've also. Oh, sorry.
no one's gonna just assume that Drake is controversial, so Kendrick's better. When Kendrick supported
They not like
Playboi
us.
Carti, who's also controversial too, which is crazy. Sometimes controversy is why people like certain artists, though. I can't blame them.
Here's what I gotta say about this stuff. Like, if you got a music genre and you're good at that one music genre, I would recommend staying with it. I'm talking about you, Beyonce. Stay the frick away from country music.
Yeah, she like I don't know why she
The
won
weird
one
thing,
country.
B.
She won the country artist for literally one song. Like that has to be a consistent pattern. If you have to at least write a whole album to even be credited, not just one singular song. Billboard.
Like, she had a whole freaking out. Like, she had a whole country album and it was so hated. But yeah, it was the worst album of all time. And at the Oscars, you had people going up against her, like Morgan Wallen, Post Malone, Kelly Roll, and all of that. And somehow Beyonce wins the freaking Oscar for Album of the Year. I'm like, Beyonce's country album sucked. That's why I, just say the Oscars
I feel like
were
they
rigged.
did that on purpose just to get people hating. You know, like you remember when the animated
Pretty
series
much.
Velma existed and it got so hated. Actually, no. Let me say a song that we all know that recently came out last year. I'll come at the Velma for an example. Where like KSI released "Thick of It" and it got so hated it got popular. People were just
I'm in the
watching
thick
it.
of it, everybody knows.
It has one of the worst melodies and it's the most corporate greedy song of all time. It's just basically him saying he's the best. Everybody knows.
True. Then you got Lil Yachty. Yeah, he's from Georgia.
Lil Yachty is actually pretty cool. I like his songs, that especially the music videos, the visuals. Shout out Lyrical Lemonade. Lyrical Lemonade, and they still sometimes do. But there's like 2018 to 2020 was when, really 2018 when I was officially subscribed to their channel. But there was a point where like 2018 to 2020, they were going unique with the visuals. I'm not just saying the songs were fire or not, but I'm talking about the visuals because Lyrical Lemonade is a visual director. So it's like music videos of songs of artists that they would have released on their own, but they decided to partner up with Cole Burnett to create these cool, wacky visuals, which like Cole Burnett has his own unique like adventure when it comes to like unique presentations of music videos for each song. And dude, one of my favorites was Blueberry Faygo. I don't know what it was. That song was just catchy. Lil Mosey was goated back in the day, or at least for like an underground for an upcoming artist. Like he was like an artist that defined that. Same thing with Lil Tecca, that 2018 to 2020 era.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, Juice WRLD would be my favorite artist from that era, of course. Like Juice WRLD, rest in peace. XXXTentacion, for anyone that wants to just shout him out, since he was in the Juice and X were both in Fortnite about a month ago now, over a month ago at this point. You know, shout out X bands, rest in peace Pop, R&B, Pop Smoke, R&B, whatever, R&B rock, just some of those artists. And also, I saw a video where it was basically the day that curses Gen Z, where it was basically this person felt connected to Kobe Bryant, which his date of passing is like the foreshadowing of the events, which kind of was in a way, because February was the last month where a lot of people felt full joy, even though for me kind of wasn't, because I had broken my phone for something completely dumb. This is what my turning point on my phone, and I have a whole story I could just run on that maybe throw out, but go back and forth because I like going back and forth. I don't want to just be the only one saying stuff. it's us two. So anyway, before I say anything else though, I can't already forget. Keep drinking water. It's beneficial for your health and hydration. Thirst is mostly matter of water. So where your semen, so for your plant cells, we're mostly matter of. Keep drinking water now.
Dude, I mean, like, I got a few things to talk about. One of them is Atlanta Comic Con, like, because we got a bunch of, like, some good guests. We got some guests from MHA that are going to be there. And we've also got one guy from Dragon Ball. I don't know, like,
Let's talk
like
about
he claims
Comic-Con
he's the
first,
strongest being in the
because
universe.
You initiated it, so let's hear it.
So the first one, I mean, like, it's an anime called Dragon Ball. He claims he's the strongest being in the universe. Whereas, like, his name is, I think, Goku. Like, he's obsessed with food. But anyway, yeah, Goku is going to be at Atlanta Comic-Con. I might meet him. I don't know how much he'll charge. Now, with the MHA stuff, we have Mr. Aizawa, which is best teacher, in my opinion. I mean, what teacher
Top
just
tier.
lays in a sleeping bag and just says, do whatever you want, I don't care.
Yeah, it's a contrast to Miss
And then
Simeon from
finally, you got Ko
Gumball.
Kojiro. I mean, you got Ko Kojiro who's going to be there, and I am really hyped up for that.
Bro, the
It would be
Denki
better
actor,
if Denki was there, too.
love to see it.
And I have a theory about this. Like, the theory is why Don did not have have his nephews. I almost said niece. I almost said nieces. I went back because I was bored one day, and I seen this one video where Donald had like trapped his nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, in a treehouse with him, and he was mad about something. And he was smoking like a giant cigar, and he had like 3 other cigarettes. He hands each one of them to Huey, Dewey, and Louie. He lights all 3 of them and says, "Smoke it." And Dewey drops the cigarette, tries to put it out. Donald grabs it and shoves that thing back into his mouth, and Donald just yells, "Smoke it." And he had like Huey and Louie trying to escape out of the treehouse. Donald just pulls them back in, and I'm like, should Child Protective Services be called already?
Well,
I can already
my
imagine Child Protective
concern
Services
with
showing
that,
up. What do you mean I'm not allowed to my nephews anymore? Sir, you literally forced them to smoke.
You're smoking all these cigarettes in the treehouse.
No, I didn't.
How is that not catching on fire?
Just-
Like, are they just tossing the cigarette once they finish outside the tree, like to the ground?
I don't know. I mean, they're just throwing it in the treehouse. I don't know how it's not catching fire. This was like in the 50s. So I'm guessing
what?
it's Walt Disney.
I mean,
What?
shoot. Yeah, life was so different then. I'm telling you, like what like, and I want to. Okay, this brings up a topic I just want to bring up because the comparison with the Great Depression and then COVID, there are similarities and differences.
Crippling depression.
Yeah, which ironically, a year and a half after the pandemic started, I officially became depressed, or at least self-aware that I was. But that's in late September 2021. So the Great Depression, the similarities with that in the pandemic is a huge financial crisis when it comes to like, oh, we can't do anything because we're stuck home. The first difference it being that the Great Depression, at least I know of, there wasn't directly a virus or pandemic going on, whereas literally COVID was the virus going around and people were just getting caught with it left and right. I mean, I think
That is something we don't talk about. We're not. 2020 was a horrible year.
yeah. I guess following the Great Depression, there was the Spanish flu, which was pretty awful. That was a little bit after or maybe during, but it didn't come out until a little bit later anyways. That somehow, I don't think that's wrong. But anyways, yeah, and then it's just like, we have technology and they didn't, or at least in the same level of technology. We didn't exactly have AI where you could just talk to it and do the crazy stuff you do now, which, and side note now, I guess we're moving topics just like that. Shout out to YouTube. I'm proud of YouTube for making the announcement that they're only going to be giving credit and keeping the content for real creators using their real voice and not using AI. That is a big step from YouTube, by the way. they'll still give credit to those reacting as long as they're giving input. They're not just like reacting to it, but not really reacting like Snapper Wolf kind of reaction, or it's just like giggles and it moves on to the next.
Okay,
clip, like,
we do not talk about Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf is a douchebag. We do not talk about her. Sniper Wolf,
yeah, she's
Wolf
about
is a
to
complete
snipe. She's about to
douchebag.
stream snipe you and
I
then
mean, dude,
dox
have
you,
you,
bro. You better
like,
run.
like, dude, have you not heard the story that she ghosted a 13-year-old with cancer?
I've heard a lot of different things that has happened. Like she apparently
Like,
groomed or something as well, which was like.
I mean, she
using-
did that. She did that. She shoplifted. Like, she has a criminal record on it.
Yeah, and then obviously we all know the infamous incident, which is what it got the attention and exposed a lot of these things. It started because of the doxing incident. It started like calling. She started getting like called out for all these other things. Just like, well, finally people are having
Yeah.
a reason to like call her out now. Like, hello, like crazy. And it's just like,
Yeah, and then she was going after the person that was doxing her. Like, showing up to his house, threatening to leak his address.
like I feel like people will do that because they feel like you're getting on their level. Like they feel belittled, so they're gonna try to they're gonna try to like basically it was revenge. But for like who in the right mind would even do that? Like actually go to someone's, like I just don't get it. Like reaction content, if you want to actually do reactions, actually at least pause the video throughout and actually have something to say or make a comment and not just like make like brain rotted kind of like, oh my gosh, but like that's not really personal. That's just you only doing that just for the video retention for kids. Like that's similar to what I said before. It's just brain rot type nonsense. I don't like that. And we're not going to be seeing
I
this.
mean, look,
Hopefully,
our brain rot was
with the YouTube's
LMG.
update.
LMG was our brain rot.
yeah, I hope with the YouTube update they can actually be cracking down on the AI content. I hope that gets cracked down as well.
I'm not gonna lie, I get so annoyed with just this whole brain rot and skibbity toilet crap. Every time I see it, it just gives me a
Yeah.
headache.
The fact there is, like, as far as I remember, a movie's coming out of that just shows that time is just so much different. It's moving way too fast in a way that was only 2 years ago, by the way. Like the whole Skibidi, like terrain when it started becoming popular, or people started talking about it, that was literally 2 summers ago. The same summer that I had tried the Grimace Shake, 2 weeks before the trend started happening. Yes, I tried the Grimace Shake, but the Holbert trend didn't happen until after I tried it. And this is the day, one of those days I just was on my way back from work when I was working. I don't really do that anymore. I don't like doing the roof and stuff. I moved on from it. But during when I was just doing extra work, I definitely did decide to try the Grimace Shake. And I even managed to try it before the trend happened. So I guess you can say I'm a survivor of that. Crazy enough.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Let's go back in time for me. So yes, it's probably short anyways because I'll just go by fast for it. Well, just to kind of put it in perspective, I'm the type of person where like obviously you get grounded for your phone because there's certain things you do and it happens. Anyway, we have technology, so there's a few phones I had broken throughout the times because I just got so mad, and obviously the current one I have now I've had since 2023 since it was my official phone. I needed a new one since the one before was a hand-me-down basically, but the one I have now is an iPhone anyways, which was gifted to me for my 2023 adult birthday, whatever, adultery commit not. So thinking about all this, I'm not gonna decide to break a phone like that because honestly, there was one where I broke like a couple weeks before Thanksgiving, but I really wanted to go on this like awesome trip for my mom's friend that we're gonna be visiting over Thanksgiving. And this isn't my first one to broke. This is just like I'm just kind of time skipping a couple phones later. Like I had this one phone I got, this official phone I got for Thanksgiving. I officially broke on February 3rd, 2020 over some dumb nonsense. It's over an app that didn't even promote music. Wasn't even allowing me to upload music later on, as I got an email like during my high school, which was at the worst time because I was the most depressed. But but obviously I was young, I didn't even know. I was always uploading music type stuff here. But because it wasn't working, it was Wi-Fi. I had to go to my school bus, it was such a stupid reason. Looking back, it's such a stupid reason. I just threw my phone down. It's so ridiculous. I don't know why I even got so mad. It's one of those stupidest things I got mad of it. And also, I do want to also mention about my YouTube situation stuff where I did have a channel where I was uploading, and this is going back to 2019, and I started the channel in 2018, I'm pretty sure, where I uploaded vlogs, initially just recordings, but then I started uploading beats. And my mom obviously knew that I had that channel at the time, complained and told me that I can't be uploading two different things. And I don't even know why. I know this is probably my biggest and stupidest mistake of my entire life. And not just during my adult years and whatever, where like my entire life, I really wish I never deleted that channel. Because I could have chose, and that what I wanted to choose was, or not during the time, but what I wish I chose now is the vlog videos, because the beats were actually, the ones I made weren't even from the band lab I use currently. Most of those beats were pretty trash anyways. Yet, I was so insensitive at the time, I just deleted the entire channel. I wish I never did that. Because all my actual memories were gone because of one insensitive decision. So that has been confirmed. This is the platform I'm going to say it here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we all make mistakes. Learn from them.
I don't know, like, the stuff I grew up watching, like, growing up, I was a train kind of guy. Like, I like trains. Probably, like, 10, 13 years I liked trains. And that show being the show I was constantly obsessed with
We all
was
know
Thomas the
what
Tank
it
Engine.
is.
I'm not talking about... We are not talking about the CGI or the crappy reboot of the show now. We are talking about the models, which was the OG, which was the good stuff. You know, and the eyes move. But everyone will complain about it.
I did. No,
Except
I've
me,
also
I
seen
didn't
it
care.
too. Don't worry. I've seen it too, and I remember it. It does kind of give me nostalgia when I really can think back on it. Watching it on like the backseat TV projector, you could just like wrap around like the head of the seat, so you could see it from the back seat.
Oh, yeah. Talking about, like, you just, like, get on car ride, you pop in a movie and sit back seat and just watch a movie.
We're unlocking our nostalgia with that one. I'm telling you.
Dude, that brings back memories. I used to watch, like, a lot of movies on that.
Same. I mean,
Most of the time it was just Thomas and Friends.
I'll have to think about exactly what movies. I'll have to really think hard on it, but I definitely remember watching plenty of stuff through that kind of setting up, and it's just the way we grew up, or at least how I grew up with it too. So
Yeah, I mean, we didn't grow up with iPhones didn't come out till 2006 or
Yeah.
5.
I think an iPhone came out. I thought the first iPhone
I think
came out
it was-
before I was born.
I think it was 2006. I think it was 2006.
I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, the Xbox 360 came out the same year as me, but it wasn't the same month, but it came out the same year as me. So I'm born the same year as Xbox 360, if I'm not incorrect. Like, it came out November 22nd, 2005. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Just like I'm born the same year as Avatar: The Last Airbender. I mentioned that, and I'll say it again. Top tier show, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Let me see here, this man. The stuff that I remember, like how about we talk about stores we grew up with? And I'm gonna start off with a classic, and that is Blockbuster.
Oh, the stores?
Like, you walk in, you just got, like, all of that just, like, you got the smell of, like, old VHSs just, like, hitting you, and then it's just, like, then you're just surrounded by popcorn, candy, like, it was, Blockbuster was every dream. If you never went to a Blockbuster, I feel so bad for you. I've been to Blockbuster. I was sad when Blockbuster shut down.
Dude, I'm guilty of this.
Thanks a lot, Netflix.
But I feel bad for Toys R Us shutting down, dude.
Oh, dude, I that's where I first had to see my first dose of actual Sonic the Hedgehog figurines. Like there, I've seen Sonic and the Black Knight, like the Jazzwares Metal Sonic and Eggman pack, the Super Sonic Silver and Shadow pack. Like that pack, like it was $30. Nowadays, it goes for like $300, like in package. Like that just shows like if something from your childhood that your parents claim is not gonna be worth anything, then like you just gotta like show proof. Like you find a listing of like a certain figure that you have still in the box in mint condition. Wishing it's for like $500, you can just rub that in their face and be like, and you said it wouldn't be worth anything.
You'll look back and actually feel a connection with something. And that's why I feel like when people say that it's just a pathetic, but you grew up and you had a fonding connection to it. Like, of course, you're gonna look back on certain things and be like, yeah, I'm glad I got that. I'm glad I kept up with this. And for someone who sort of likes collecting things, but not enough space to do it, obviously with my room being a little bit smaller here. Yeah, I mean, I like the aesthetic of things, and whatever things I get, I enjoy. Like, I enjoy getting the things, because obviously, you're never gonna get that back. And that's why whatever you get, and whatever you've cherished over the times, like, it's like a gift that you're given. Because my grandma, well, last year during my graduation, gifted me this graduation bear, and I'm definitely keeping up with it because, oh my gosh, I'm my grandma's boy, but I do love me precious specialized things that are passed down or given to me from someone who I really have a close bond with.
Let me see. Now the other show that I feel like I grew up on besides Thomas the Tank Engine, it was definitely Blue's Clues, like with Joe and Steve.
Classic Blue's Clues. So
Like
speaking
that
of,
show was stuff.
speaking of Steve Burns, so he recently we're speaking of
Oh
Steve
yeah,
Burns.
he's got his
New
podcast.
upcoming podcast that's coming out for us because he's connecting with the
Yeah,
people
I heard
who are
about
with
that.
him, which I think is really going to be helpful for people who are definitely suffering
Oh, yeah.
now. Because with me, I have bad anxiety, generalized anxiety disorder. Yay! Oh my god, it's not really funny, but it's
So do I.
anxiety's so real. It's like it's hard to live, and I'm gonna be a little bit honest. I'm gonna be kind of a bit more honest on this one, as like, yeah, it's not easy. Like obviously, when you get to adulthood, it's just you naturally just start feeling more anxiety. It's just something I've had to accept and learn, and I'm almost guaranteeing that not everyone's gonna think this, but I feel like at the end of the day, where we all are here for a reason, and we're all fighting over the thing that it does. That what the thing that really matters is what we're not fighting for. The thing that really matters is just being able to have a life to live, not fighting for who has more power. Like I feel like those things, who's more attractive, those kind of things are just like okay, they're just additional things, but you should be more grateful that at least you get to be alive and get to experience these things in the first place, and not try to take over and dominate by being better than one person. It really doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, we're all living in the same planet, and that's why politics, all this like AI battling, even fast food sometimes. Yes, I actually do believe that there is always going to be competition, and competition isn't always bad, but if it gets out of control and it starts leading to like fight violence, I just don't think that's going to really settle anything. It's just only going to make things a bit more hard on others, and it's just sometimes it could open up trauma because of experiences they've had and or experiencing that new set of violence that's happening. Like not everyone can take it. And I feel like we should try to like be more light and positive and not always be so hatred. Twitter X. Yeah, maybe the reason why he named it X is so you could be canceled, you could be X'd out whenever you say something.
Yeah, I honestly feel like I'm gonna be honest. This generation, like, it's a soft generation. Like, back in the day, back in the early 2010s, you could basically make a joke and not be canceled for it. Nowadays, like, you make one type of joke, you're canceled for it. What's next? You're gonna breathe and all of a sudden someone's gonna get offended by you breathing?
I mean, obviously exaggeration, but
I'm
at the
pretty
same
sure that's
time, that's
probably
just the
already.
reality we
I'm
live
sure
in. Like,
that's probably already happened.
something out of pocket like that, and then you're just like, okay. That's why I'm very private now with me being online, because I don't trust the internet. I lost trust in people because of all this that has evolved. And it even goes back to before I was even actually depressed officially. Back in August 2020, I was complaining. The biggest thing that was bothering me was cancel culture when I first learned about that. And it's still just kind of like, I don't think it's as crazy, but I think the most peak we've had with it was early 2025. But now it's just like, we kind of like calm down on just canceling random people, but it's still just, it shows that people will still turn on you over the like slightest thing. And I feel like not everyone's perfect. And for an example, I know people might find me annoying, but I feel like people like Trump and all these other people, the reason why I don't like certain people like Bill Gates, even Elon Musk, I don't like, because of their ego. I feel like they have egos that are just so annoying. Like any celebrity or big name person that has like some kind of ego, it's just like, yeah, that just shows that it's because they have power. Another example, Diddy, because he has a good ego and that he has money and power. He got away with his like huge like crimes. It's like people will always be in power, and it's just not so much we can do about it. But what we can do is, no matter the case, don't try to like fight others because you think you can get away with it. Not everyone will get away with certain things like that. And we should always just stay true to ourselves. And I feel like for me, I feel like violence is never gonna really get anywhere when that. And I think
Very true.
For me, Twitter was really what sparked I feel like everything's going to become negative, because that's the platform that, and it's my least favorite platform of all time because of the two experiences, two different times I joined into DX Reddit for exact very similar reasons, where all it is just negativity on there, at least by experience and for what I've heard before officially joining there. My two times I joined there were 2022 and then 2023 going into 2024. Those are two different ones. So yeah. Now the only reason why I even have an account available anyways is to check Mr. Beast's tweets. Other than that, I don't use Twitter at all. It's the one platform I will blacklist.
I mean, like, before cancel culture was even cancel culture, there was this country band back in the early 2000s. They were called the Dixie Chicks. I don't know if you've heard of them now. I mean, so they were probably the first actual people to be canceled because they were on I think it was a worldwide tour, and they were in England. And this was probably like 2001, 2002, and George W. Bush was president at the time. I'm probably a really good president because he was from Texas. But they had the guts to go on stage and say that they were ashamed that George W. Bush was from Texas and he shouldn't have been president. And so with that, like, country radio, pulled their music off the radio, and they lost like a whole bunch of money. And then they came back begging everyone to forgive them for what they said. But by then, like, the damage was done. Like, you do not disrespect the President of the United States, especially George W. Bush.
Okay, well, first on that, like, the only reason they called him out as a bad president is because he's from Texas, and that's just it. Like, was that really just, like, the entire reason for it? Like, it was just because he's from a state.
Basically.
That makes
Basically,
no
they just said that they were ashamed he was from
Texas has had its history, I understand. But it gets to this point where, like, that is kind of like, if that's technically one of the first major cancellations, I kind of understand why they did. That's not a valid reason to cancel someone. Like, he's from Texas. Okay. What? You have a problem with someone being from Texas? I don't hate someone just because they're from Texas. Like, look at Ryan Trahan. Like, he's from Texas, but he's one of the most beloved creators of all time. Or at least he's one of the nicest people. And like he's the best example of how to like keep a positive light compared to some other creators like Jack Doherty, the most controversial streamer that I know, and just the biggest clout chaser that I know. Man, clout chasers are a whole nother thing. But my point is being that just because someone's from there, and this is a stereotype issue, just because someone's from a place doesn't mean they're gonna be like that one person. Like just because I'm from Texas doesn't mean I'm gonna be, you know, straight-headed and a disrespectful person because that's what it may be perceived as, or I'm aggressive because I'm a redhead. Obviously, I'm not a redhead, but just making an example in second person just to give like a point.
Oh yeah.
I feel like my
There's
issue is people will
been-
stereotype you way too hard. I don't agree with people that will just like it's a paradigm thing, and I learned it in my frameworks class, which almost coming up to a year since I started my college. Right now, I'm taking online classes, but I started my classes in person right now. My mom can't drive me up there because she's taking her own classes as well. Anyways, yeah, I feel like people need to like change up their paradigm, change how they believe things, and not just assume things. Like assuming things just because of stereotype, I don't agree with. I don't like that.
Hey, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna run and get me a drink.
Hey, yeah. Oh,
me
yeah,
another
good time to
drink.
promote the water again. Y'all better keep drinking the water, the good water. Obviously, not forcefully every single 24/7 water or whatnot. But zoom into the idea that see this water? Yeah, he at least like once a day or once every other day for sure have a water because it's beneficial for your health and hydration, and I'll always keep saying that. Water will help you not drinking too much soda or Monster. It'll kill you in the long run. Your lungs won't like that. All right. Keep drinking keep replenishing yourself. You're mostly made of. We're made of water, and we're gonna need that water. So keep drinking water in the most respectful, balanced way.
one more thing that I am gonna say though.
Oh yeah, no, okay. Okay, so he started talking about the flash floods, and I actually, no, I just want to say those have been terrifying. So are you aware about the
Oh, yeah.
Hurricane Milton that hit around the Appalachian area through Georgia, some parts of Georgia, but the Carolinas and Virginia? This is basically
Oh yeah, I heard about
the 2025 occlusion, since North Carolina, technically, the only state I mentioned, already got hit. The hurricane is now
Like
under
they
a
got
year
hit
later.
by Hurricane Helene.
Yeah, Hurricane Helene. It was Hurricane
Right.
Helene. That's what it was. That's the one. It was Milton and
Yeah, that
Helene.
was last year. I remember that.
Both those hurricanes came out in different parts of the country, both on the east, but you get the idea. I think it was Helene that hit the Appalachian area, and that one hit North Carolina. And I'm saying that state again. That's the state that also got hit with a flood. I think this past weekend. It's scary. I've seen the clips of the flood, and it's terrifying.
Oh, dude, believe me. You know, like, I got a creek below my house, and believe me, like, I think the first time we moved in, then, like, there was, like heavy rain for, like, I think it was, like, a whole day, and that creek, I'm telling you, it washed out the whole entire road, and it got up to my driveway. Like I live on a concrete driveway, and that creek got up to probably about, like 5 to 4 feet. I mean, to some people that's not a lot, but if it's 5 to 4 feet, it covers up like the whole entire road, and you got like a whole bunch of just rushing water that rushes through like a freaking river. Then yeah, that could be a problem.
Dude, it started in Texas, of course, which I don't live in mid Texas, in central Texas, obviously. I'm towards the top corner, so I wasn't affected whatsoever. Yet, we went there, and then the one in New Mexico. The fact that these are happening in different states just after Independence Day, that's when it happened in Texas, is terrifying. Because in New Mexico, when that started to terrify me, that was like, okay, how did we get to this insane level of rain, flood warnings so consistent like this? Like, this became the rainiest summer season I've ever seen in my life. At least for what I've seen online. It's just unbearable.
Oh yeah. I don't know what it is, cause I won't lie to you. Every time, like nowadays, like this summer, only this summer, like if there's like a storm coming, they will always be like a flash flood warning that would randomly pop up. I don't know what it is. I don't know if like the slow moving downpours, because I mean like you got a slow moving downpour that's like pouring down heavy rain for like half an inch like per minute. Like if you got like heavy rain going for like an hour to 30 minutes, that can cause a flood in like a snap of a finger, dude. Dude, that's how like going to a time lapse of those flash floods in Texas, and literally it was nothing but heavy rain for a straight hour, and by an hour it was up to like highways.
It gets filled up, like it gets to like 10 feet up within like 30 minutes or so. That's fast. Like how much did the creek or river get filled up to get like to the point where it's like a glacier come as like a avalanche coming down upon you in like this ice area, but water in like Texas? It's insane.
No, let me let that. Like, what river were we talking about? I'm gonna look at how deep it is.
Has any more flash floods happened this week? Like, I have no idea.
were you talking about in Texas? Like, which river were you talking about?
Oh, it's the one down in the it's between San Antonio and Austin. It was the Guadalupe River. The Guadalupe River was the one I got. It was
Ah, here we
flooded.
go.
That's the one.
Oh, that averages about 12 feet. Like, that is 12 feet deep. Like, you got 12 feet deep alongside, like, heavy rain. That can rise it up. So, like, 12 feet can turn into, like, 20 to 30 feet.
It got really high up pretty quick. Like it is, the clips I've seen. Oh, dude, I can't comprehend any of this. Hello, like global warming is crazy, but to this extent, dude, I don't know if we're cooked or AI.
Yeah,
can
here's like,
accomplish this before
okay,
us.
alright, hang on. I just seen this. Okay, so this time lapse that I'm seeing of that river, like, when it first started, it was at 12 feet, and within an hour, it jumped from 12 feet to 19 feet within an hour.
Flash flooding hits towns in northeast Kingdom of Vermont. Are you kidding me? This ain't real. There's no way.
Well, dude, imagine if the Canadian River in Texas flooded. That's 15,000 feet deep.
Dude, it's crazy
That would
because
suck.
as of this stream, literally, the next stream. Whoa, fish! Dang it! I literally, I was gonna. It said strike, but it was too late.
I've had that happen before. You.
But
I'm actually
Ryan
gonna switch
Tran
over
is
to
going to
live real
Vermont
quick. I'm gonna go to
next.
my live poll.
He's gonna be in Vermont next. As far as I predict, he just was in
Use
New
up some
Hampshire.
minnows.
He was should be in Vermont, and I'm reading about Vermont. Flash forward. Oh, come on. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, dude, with how much heavy rain, that is insane how the crab water can rise that fast.
And it doesn't
Like, it's
seem
crazy,
as
man.
bad. I don't think it doesn't look as bad as what we've seen for Texas and New Mexico. Bruh. Both of those states had like the
Like, that's
scariest.
just crazy to me. Wait, doesn't that river Houston by chance?
I have no idea if it's hit Houston
Oh,
or that area. Or
good Lord Almighty! But I didn't have time to even finish my stinking sentence, and I already got a fish.
You're quick with it. It just looks like a casual flood, though. In Vermont. It doesn't look like it's as
And immediately,
bad.
Post Malone comes on radio.
That'll help a lot. Well, kind of will, but like you know. Oh,
Oh
we
my
got our
god,
first
that's a
fish on the
monster.
stream. Let's lock in. Let's lock in, chat, or whoever, or whatever's watching.
Silver largemouth.
Lock in. I need to go at least catch one fish. Because I get to talk and two of those times I missed because I was... Hey!
What would you get, bud?
A yellow perch.
Billy, I ain't hearing you, son.
It's not bad. It's something, I'll tell you that. That's all that matters. About the flood with some fish, I'll tell you, like the Noah's Ark or whatever story from the Bible referenced them catching fish a lot. I don't know. Anyways, it's been a while, man. What was I saying that for? I forgot. Get sidetracked, but I also get lost tracked. Is that a word? I'm making up words now.
God almighty, hello. It's finally Friday. We made it through another week.
Have you actually? What's the worst or most
Holy
intense
cow, what are we
weather
out there?
weather
Northern
encounter
Pike.
you've ever had? It could range from this one's my scariest one. Tsunamis, the idea of tsunamis freak me out, bro. Like floods are one thing, but tsunamis, bro, for what I've seen, underwhelming.
Good lord, I'm sending a text message on my phone. Next thing I know, I have a giant bass. One fun day, and wolf had a fur, a baby was born. And nobody knows. Cat dog, cat dog. Alone with the world now. All them boys are back in town. Trying to just hold the cat dog down. Trying to trigger, I try to get along. All work together, gotta say, cat dog, cat dog. Alone with the world, cat dog. Cat dog, cat dog, cat dog. Alone with the world, cat dog.
I swear I saw fish coming up like a couple minutes ago.
There was a gas leak, just trying all the things. No hope was down. How do you explain? You had me the first, turn around, say I'm the worst. I guess I'm the problem. Watch you stick around.
I'm seeing the fish like move up and down. I can see them like flopping around in a little creek we're here at. Hello? Come over towards me, I guess. Flippity flop flop.
shoot. Oh, crap. I think I actually got a monster on here now.
Listen.
Maybe it's a monster bass.
Pizza!
That's the one issue with this rock. Logging on me. Oh crap, dragging my line. That's it. Oh, God almighty. Oh, no. Oh, God almighty, that is a giant pike. This may be mad. Oh, there's some personal record, though. 19. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Alright, go fight with me. Come on. Come on, just get in the
Probably a
boat.
bigger one.
Got him.
I can hear that.
Oh, it's gotta be
He caught a big one.
silver.
Nice.
Yo, Billy, you know I can't hear you, right?
Oh. Summer.
Oh, snacking on a pizza.
Anyway.
Did your game crash?
Oh no. Like, it just had to reload. Anyways.
What were we talking about?
Oh yeah, is there like a particular incident where you got into like what's the worst weather encounter you've ever had?
Oh, God.
That's what I was
this-
gonna ask.
That is one. It's kind of. Yeah, I don't like bringing it up. It gives me a little trauma, but.
You don't have to go in detail of it,
A few
obviously.
years. I mean.
I'm not gonna make you do
I
all
would have to
that.
say that was probably either Snowmageddon in 2015 or probably the tropical storm that came through in 2019, I think. But Snowmageddon was the worst. I mean, like all of Atlanta was shut down. No one could go nowhere.
Bro,
Where
you're talking
plus
about the
several
snow.
people were out of
You're
power,
talking about
and
snow
it
that
was
hit
in the middle of
Atlanta?
dead winter.
Bro, we had that. That technically happened with us in Texas, 2021. You know about that? You know about the 2021, winter, like power shutdown?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that I was a part of that. I witnessed that happen that week. That 1 week, that week pretty much got a week off because of how crazy and low the temperatures got. We haven't had a crazy winter like that since. Like we've seen snow before in 2018 for sure, and in 2024 last year it kind of did, but it wasn't enough like 2018, and in 2021 especially when it was just like insane snow. We haven't seen like Florida get like the snow that Florida got. I think recently, if it was recently, it's about like the snow that Florida got. It's pretty much that equivalent. It was okay. It was not recent.
Oh,
I'm thinking
yeah.
of a different season. The snow that Florida got
I mean, it
this year
wasn't
was
recent.
pretty
It
much
was probably
equivalent
like
to what we
winter.
had to deal with. But I don't think Florida had like a shutdown. It was just snowing, but it was pretty casual with it. But when it snows in Texas, it's I don't know what happened with that. It was
Over
just,
your side.
and I'm not even gonna forget about the fact that there was a point where recently, not too long ago, we in 2025 again, we also had another power outage. It was that second Friday of 2025, by the way. We had another power outage because
yeah.
of low temperatures, but it wasn't even snowing. And then in Georgia, when it was snowing, they were fine. Where's the fairness and balance at, huh?
Snowmageddon, dude. I'm telling you, that was the worst. I freaking hated Snowmageddon.
I don't like winter. I like snow,
Like-
but not if it's like too much snow. Like I don't mind snow, but I don't like winter. I'm not a winter person. I'm skinny. I can't. I'm too underweight to enjoy winter. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying that for every underweight person. I'm just saying that for me personally. Because everyone has different. Some people that are skinny may have different preferences. Like they like winter. That's fine. For me personally, just not. It's just not for me.
I mean, for me, I prefer winter over summer. I just do not like. I mean, Georgia summers are brutal. One reason I like winter, it just gives you a reason to lay in bed. Like if you're off of work, you can just
Bro.
lay in bed.
Summer. It's literally the exact same way. I'm just laying in bed half the time because winter. At least I'm having to still do stuff when like school, college, when not, or school, whatever. But and I mean, college now it doesn't matter because I'm taking online classes. When I was in school though, I could just be sleeping a lot of times. It just I would make time for work, of course. I just sleep in at random times. Like some days I'd be waking up at 3 p.m. Some days I'd be waking up at 12 p.m. There's a point where last year in summer 2024, where like pretty much every single day in July, I'd just wake up at 4 p.m. If I wasn't at work, I was just at home. I just randomly wake up at 4 p.m. It doesn't matter what time I slept. Like I could sleep at midnight, or I would have fell asleep at 4 or 6 a.m. Or no matter the time, I would just always end up waking up at the same time, 4 p.m. in the after flipping noon.
Oh yeah. Oh god, dude. I think I may have got a monster. What
Let
have
me
I
see
got?
it.
I got a gold.
Oh, you gotta go platinum fish right there. Yeah, you're definitely grinding on your fish catching right there.
I mean, heck, I'm just using a minnow. Literally, I'm just using minnows. Fish in here, around here, love. But I mean, like I was saying, I just prefer winter. It's just because I can just lay in bed, and it's also hoodie season. One of my favorite seasons.
I don't. I'd rather be. I'd rather sweat more than freeze up because even if the pool water, we have a pool in the backyard, and if it gets even slowly too cold, I start shaking up because I just do not like the cold at all. Like I'm just my body's just kind of sensitive to being even slightly too cold. Like I don't like being dry, but I don't mind like sweating sometimes, and it's kind of like my adventures in nature just kind of like be attracted to it, and maybe because I've worked under the sun before, so I'm a bit used to it in a way. Yet I wouldn't want to like burn to death like that, but I'd rather burn to death than freeze. That's just me personally because I just have so much problems with it. And some people might see it that it's just so painful. It may be quick, but it's so painful. Some people like slowly absorbing what happens as they lose it, you know. And I'm sorry if that just went down south of the topic. No, I don't promote death, okay? I'm sorry. I'm just saying, in that between hot and cold, I don't like cold. In comparison, at least. Let's just give it that. There's some benefits, like, I like cold things when it comes to, like, ice cream. I like Dairy Queen. You got to agree with me if you had one of these. Blizzards from Dairy Queen. Out of all the fast food places that aren't just ice cream places, they're, like, not known for ice cream, Dairy Queen has the best of those. Blizzard's top tier.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm Donald. Friends of Brigham Young.
Yeah, I went to Dairy Queen not too long ago. I think it was last week I went. I went and I tried that Superman Blizzard.
I was gonna, yeah. I was wondering about that. I was about to mention it. I want to try this Superman Blizzard. I guess I can ask you that since you tried it. How was it?
I mean, it's cake batter and cookie dough. I mean, like, it's really sweet. I mean, like, I would recommend giving it a try. It's good. But sometimes, like, it can be too sweet.
Yeah, here's the thing. I speaking of trying new things, on Target, because I just need to. I'm gonna ramble this real quick. My Walmart online on the store from the PC and on the app, both. Walmart's just giving me these technical issues when I try to update my card.
Oh, yeah?
Since my other expiration date was May 2025, and I haven't had the money over the past month since my Power Grant didn't come until the last Sunday of June. And then once I try to update my card the following day or whatever, Walmart's not working. So I decided to get Target and get Joyride, which I'm going to be trying later on going into next week or whatever. But I went ahead and also got a couple other things, such as the Selena Gomez Oreos. And so we're speaking of two
Those things exist?
They've been promoting them, yeah. Selena Gomez Oreos, they've been
I
promoting
haven't
them.
seen them.
Yeah. Just like the Frosties, which I also tried
God
the
dang, I missed them.
Oreo brownie I'm gonna go and say it. The Oreo brownie frosty is pretty good. That's also been promoted. I think that's a like 8 out of 10 thing or whatever.
Yeah, that does sound pretty good.
But if we're talking too sweet, the cinnamon roll pop tart and the Selena Gomez Oreos are both like the Selena Gomez is a cinnamon flavored cookie. I think it's a little too sweet. The aftertaste is so like the aftertaste is basically absent. It's just too dry. It's like the cinnamon flavor, but it's just like gone. Like I get too dry. It's like I need to drink water every time I even have just one cookie. I don't like that. If I have to drink one, I have to take a sip after just eating one cookie. It gets to that point, I can't really enjoy it as much. But because it was too enjoyable, I gave it like a 7.2 out of 10. I don't know if I'm gonna eventually next week I've been up and changing it lower retrospecting, or I'll just keep it that way. But dude, it was a little too sweet for me. So that's something I wanted to, encapsulate on. Now, you had the Post Malone Oreos before, right? We've had that one. We both had that.
Oh yeah.
That was really good. That's way better than what I just had last night when I first tried to Selena Gomez Oreos. It was actually in the really early morning, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like the same day. It feels like a different day. At least mentally. But I think a couple weeks after the Post Malone Oreos, I also got the S'mores Oreos, and I basically described those as like cookies I'd eat at like my grandma's house. They had like that, good s'mores flavor. It was really good. Probably one of my favorites as well. Selena Gomez's flavor just isn't that good. As much as Sprite tea, which that flavor of Sprite tea, I see a lot of ads for it, but it's not even that good at all. Like it doesn't even taste like tea. It just tastes like another like carbonated lemon flavored Sprite. When Sprite's already kind of like a lemonade soda. If you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. Now, one thing speaking of pizza, I have a couple slices I just saved that I'm just kind of eating on the side. DiGiorno pizza with the stuffed crust. But do you know about Stranger Things with their Surfer Boys pizza?
Yeah.
Dude, I had them the last time I had them was late 2024, June 2024, late June of 2024. Literally just about 2 weeks ago from a whole year anniversary of that. What happened to them? We got them at Walmart. We were able to buy them at Walmart, and then they just stopped selling them. Like, I guess it was a limited time thing that started being promoted like some point 2021 in September. No, wrong year. 2022 September is when they started first promoting them, and then I would just get them every few months, and then now they just stopped selling them. Like, what? Man, I missed them. No, I missed the Stranger Things pizza. It was really good. I got my grandma to try it, and she loved it. It was really good pizza, actually. If you haven't tried it, then you missed out when they had them, because bro, they were so good.
I'll be honest with you, the best kind of pizza is stuffed crust. Like, stuffed crust pizza is the best kind of pizza, and there's no change in my mind.
No, I agree with you on that one. I actually understand. The DiGiorno pizza I got, it's literally the meat trio with stuffed
Pepperoni and
crust.
cheese stuffed crust.
Cheese stuffed crust, baby.
I got
No,
the exact
I
same
think
one.
Domino's, they still promoting it as like a new thing, even though it was originally first promoted back in February. I think that's when it was. Anyway, their Parmesan stuffed crust pizza is really good. I guess it's because the Parmesan
Oh,
cheese
yeah.
on top of the crust just makes it even more flavor. It just adds flavor, basically. Come on. Now, the reason why I'm eating pizza tonight, when I'm streaming this, it's Thursday night. Going into Friday, National Friday, French fries, like fries. Fries Day is this Friday. It's always the second Friday of July, fun fact. So next year it'll be July 10th, which is today, but on the different day of the week, since, unless it's leap year, it'd be 2 days space. Fun fact, if it's leap year, if next year was leap year, that means July 10th will be on a Saturday, not a Friday. But anyway, it's National Friday, so I plan on doing McDonald's. I know it's so random. It's like McDonald's are known for their fries. I decided I'm gonna get it, just because I need something a little cheap. Save my money for the following months. Keep drinking.
Waking up.
Yeah, basically waking up too early, whatnot. For me, I'm a light sleeper, and I'll just wake up at I'll sometimes wake up at random times, or I'll just be sleeping in for a while, and I'll wake up, and I'll wake up at 12 p.m. Normally, I'll just wake up and get up and occasional days I will, but sometimes if I'm not really if I don't have too much going on, I'll just go back to sleep for at least another hour or two, and then I'll wake up 2 p.m. or something. It's really interesting how much sleep schedule works. It's so interesting. It's like beautiful art, if you will. Even though it really
Alright,
isn't,
how about...
it's just sleep.
Sorry, continue, I'm sorry.
Actually, I think that was while I was going to say, this is the art of sleep. The beauty, that's what it is.
Hey.
The beauty of sleep. That's the word I was looking for. Sleeping Beauty. Not be my next Disney princess movie I gotta see. I did see Princess and the Frog, and honestly, one of the most underrated princess movies, unless a lot of people actually like it, then I guess I'm wrong about saying it's underrated. I've seen it. I liked it. I liked the movie. It's one of my favorite princess movies, outside of if you count it, Tangled. I guess Tangled's for sure my favorite modern, since the 2010s era.
Alright, the longest that I ever slept, it was back in 2020. It was probably in
Crazy time.
March or... I think it was March or April of 2020. I had to stay with my dad for the final few months of school I had. So they were switched to online learning. So I had to live with my dad from March all the way to May. And I mean, there wasn't any actual school, there wasn't no online classes I had to take, so what I do is just I used to stay up till about, I would stay up until about 5, 6 a.m. Then I would fall asleep and I would wake up around 3 or 5 o'clock in the evening. But the latest I ever slept was till 6 p.m. 6 p.m. was the latest I ever slept.
There was a point where I actually did wake up at 8, maybe 7 or 8 p.m. There was a point where I woke up that late, but that was only one day. That was a one-day thing. It's always been 4 p.m., but there's a couple days where it's been different during last year's summer. And there's a point where like because I think I slept very late, I didn't get to sleep till like I don't know, I just couldn't get much sleep till like 12 p.m. after staying for so long. Was one of the longest I've stayed up straight like in my entire life, I guess. I don't remember exactly how long. There was a point where I basically woke up at like 8 p.m. It was like dinner time, and it's just like, what the heck? I don't want to sleep that late again. Hello, I want to do stuff, but I take my time. I kind of have like a little to-do list of what I want to do, so I kind of like make sure I make time to do some things, right? So I kind of have like a little piece on that. Anyway, that's kind of how life has been, you know, taking things steady, like our boat on this creek, you know, kind of thing, taking things on a simple, steady path. With that being said, I think for the stream that'll be most of everything we'll say. Honestly, unlike the last stream, it just randomly cut out because the connection was just L. We are perfectly wrapping up here. Oh, hey yo, nice shirt. Okay, you know what I'm gonna say. Keep drinking water. It's beneficial for your health and hydration. The earth is mostly made out of water. So what you see, Mr. Force, you punished us, so we're mostly made out of. Keep drinking water now. Life may be unpredictable, but you should remain to stay yourself, because there's only one of you that exists in this world, so be unique. These are just the casual conversations. Some of them are just kind of like, you know, like completely like chill, and some of them are like actual like chaotic, like we've seen with the floods. Hopefully things one thing that I've talked to my mom about this. One thing I want to actually be able to do is and help out and do like find like a fundraiser for those floods. Like if there's, however, I'll do like a link if there's ever one that we can find, or like a partnership, or however we do it, because that's the most important thing. It's just pretty sad to see that that's the unfortunate outcome that we've seen these people go through. It's just innocent lives getting destroyed by Mother Nature, essentially. She was not really nice to us, apparently, this year. Let's tell you, after the wildfires in California, and now seeing this happen, and then all these other earthquakes that we've also seen in other countries too. It's just like, yeah, it's always gonna happen. But talking for what I know and what we see in the news, because we're in America, like the major ones in America we've seen recently with these flash floods, prayers go out to the families and anyone that is going through that. That's what I want to end off on. If you see this, then continue to be yourself. And I only got one fish in this stream, but that's important. To always have patience. The takeaway from this game is to always have patience and be patient, because something greater will be ready to catch. And you.
Oh yeah. I mean, once you get minnows, you should be good to go.
May do some offline playthrough out to upgrade that. It'll be fun. But with that being said, for sure, I'm definitely gonna have fun with my summer and just keep it steady. The steady summer I'm gonna roll around with. With that being said, thank you all for tuning in on this one, and I'll see you.